every year we're getting charged for all kind of taxes, and we have state, local, and county taxes. So when your girl said that your stylist is like, I'm a boss, I'm a leader, I'm a business owner, it costs. Yeah. Okay, entrepreneur is not cheap.
Not at all.
And it is not free, for sure. So you're talking about $35 an hour. If the service that you're getting is 3 hours, 4 hours, do that math in your head. $35 times that time, right? Yeah. And then if the person is doing it faster, then guess what? You're paying for expertise. They have perfected it. This is like me being on a bicycle every day. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm offering you that expertise, you should be paying me for it as well.
Absolutely.
I see something. It's coming up on the horizon. Oh, let me clear my head and get rid of the distractions.
Hello, everyone. My name is Angel, and this is our very first episode of
Uncut Beauty.
All right, guys. First of all, the voice, disregard. Next episode, it'll be much better. So let's just
tell everybody you're trying to be sexy, girl.
No, you know what it is. All right. But yeah, so ladies, this is our very first episode. This has been such a long time coming. We have been working really hard to get this podcast underway, and we're here. Like, we're actually
so excited
doing this. Like, we've written about it, we've met up about it. We're actually here, so this is super exciting. Ladies, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Alrighty then. Hello everyone. My name is Saasha. I've been into the business for about 10 years, but we'll go more into all of that. And just so happy to be here working with these ladies right here. It's going to be awesome.
Hi everyone, I'm Krystal, and I've been doing hair since I was 9 years old. And I'm the shy one here, so I'm going to try my best to keep up with these two lovely ladies over here.
What you trying to say, friend?
What you ain't shy, girl. We're not in your element. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
If we're in her element,
it's a different story.
They know about
okay. All right. So what brought us here? Okay, this is Uncut Beauty. What makes us feel like we could even be talking about this topic?
Excuse me.
Let's give the people watching and listening a little bit of background about ourselves. I'll start with myself. I'm a licensed cosmetologist of 10 years. Salon owner, along with my mother, who's been a stylist for over 20 years. We have a salon locally, and for me, what I specialize in is hair extensions, units, all of that good stuff, a little dibble and dabble in makeup. And I truly love what I do. I truly enjoy it. I'm super blessed, you guys. Like, can you imagine waking up and like, if somebody says to me sometimes, what you doing today? I'm like, oh, I'm just doing hair. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to work. Like, I'm not even thinking to myself, I'm going to work, because I truly love what I do. I truly love the environment and the people I've surrounded myself with over the years. And so it's been really great, really great. I did not think this is where I would end up. When my mom was doing hair and would call me to come wash her client's hair, I'd be so upset. I'd be like, I do not want to wash these people's hair. I don't want to do this. But then there was a whole nother avenue for me. I'm a Caribbean girl, so, washing roller set was really not my thing. But when I found out about, other hairstyles, braiding and extensions and weaves and colors, and I was like, okay, this is a whole new world. Like, I love this. So it's been a great journey for me. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about your background, Saasha.
So my story as to how I ended up in hair is a little different. Most people, like these two young ladies, started very, very young. And other than doing my own hair, I did not do a lot of people's hair, but I went to college, got like a corporate job, worked out in the middle of America, and it was like still in my soul. And in 2009, when the market, anybody of a certain age already know what happened in 2008 and 2009, and I don't have to go into depth with that, but an opportunity came for me to start my life all over, and I went straight for hair. And I remember when I graduated from college, I was like, Mom, I'm gonna go to hair school. And my parents was like, so you finna go get a pension and start paying off these student loans? And I didn't.
What?
Or you want to go to hair? You going to school again? You just left. So, you know, I got an opportunity to start my life all over again. And I went into hair, and, you know, just like you said, it's not work. It's, you know, when you're passionate about something. And I've been doing hair for over a decade and been in business as a salon owner myself with this young lady right here for and it's, you know, been amazing.
Okay, so for me, like I said before, I've been doing hair since I was 9 years old. Like I would practice on my sister's hair, my mother, my grandmother, anybody that would let me do their hair.
Where was you doing this hair? Because honey, they hear the accent. Go ahead and tell people where you're
yes, so I'm from Jamaica, born and raised, proud about it. Yeah, baby. So, hair was always a passion for me. Like looking back in pictures, like I always always had a dolly in my hand, and I was always doing hair. And then my aunt, who I love dearly, she's been doing hair for over 20 years. So it is something that runs in my family. It wasn't my first choice, you know, being from the Caribbean. You know, your parents want you to be doctors, lawyers, nurses.
Yes.
And, you know, I tried it, and it didn't work out for me. So I went to hair school. And that's where I met Angel over here, and we've been friends ever since. And then, you know, I knew that I wanted to have my own salon, but I wanted to get, you know, work history, working for someone, making sure that I was seeing the front end and the back end of operating my own business. So I went and worked at a salon, and that was the first salon that I worked at, and great experiences, great learning, everything was, you know, it was a good time. And that's where I met Saasha.
Yes.
And then we have been in business for the last 8 years. So
Yay.
very proud to say that.
Yeah.
We started from the bottom, and now we're here.
Hey. And
that's on that.
Yes.
Yeah. So ladies, listen. Let's get into the topic of today. Are you guys ready to dig into it?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Let
So
me
our
fix up
topic
myself.
for
Good.
today is yesterday's price is not today's price. Okay. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Okay, Fat Joe.
I mean, but he was right though.
He was.
He was right when
Absolutely.
he said it. And you know, let's talk about it. We're in the hair industry. You have somebody come into your salon, and they either they pull up your price list from your website, or you're giving them the prices, and they're giving you a face, or they asking you a question like, huh, why?
Yeah.
What are we saying to these folks? Like what?
I know. So let me be the first. Can I park the car for like 1 minute? I'm gonna park the car. We didn't get a chance to really talk about like COVID and what has happened over the last couple of years. And I think it speaks to the heart by which we're making the moves that we make in the way that we look at our industry. I would have to say that I have an immense amount of gratitude for not only my clients, but I also have a great amount of gratitude for the overall industry that I'm a part of, as well as my skill set. When I worked in corporate America, someone could fire me.
Yeah.
And when I was let go from my job with 22,000 other people, it was devastating. But now I was like, when I went to hair school, I was like, I'm going to always be able, like I was going to have a job that no one could fire me from. And I know that my skill set can go anywhere in the world. So I want everyone to know that we speak even on this topic, which I get is controversial, from a place of gratitude, because we know what it's like to have our doors shuttered, right? And then having our long-term clients call and check on us. Krystal even had that experience with her clients as well, where people were just like, where are you? Are you okay?
Right.
You know, and I know that you experienced that as well. So we come from a place of gratitude for where we are in our overall career and the overall industry that we're in.
Yeah, I'm glad you paused and you brought that back up, because COVID was a trying time for, I'm sure, all business owners and all different types. But when you think about the beauty industry and what we do, it's not a need. It's, you can sit at home, or some people, feel like, okay, if I got a budget, I'll cut back on this. So it's been extremely humbling to our clients who have continued to support us.
Definitely.
And even when our doors were closed, like you said, we were just calling to ask if we're okay. How are we doing? How is business holding up? It has been a humbling experience for us all. So definitely for Saasha, like, yes.
Right. So, all right. So now that we got the engine good and warm, all right, we can get back on the road. And in thinking about that, it's just like when you have someone who comes through your doors or call you on the phone and they're kind of giving you this space. First of all, we are in the time of COVID and everything is more expensive, as well as it's hard to get things.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We still over here, I ain't gonna talk about no brands waiting on some almond butter to come through the door.
Don't do that. They don't mean that.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't mean it. But, but before COVID or not, it's like you are paying for my expertise. You're paying for my time, and time is expensive.
Yeah.
And, to have people compare us to other people that are cheaper. Y'all can talk more about like some of the experience that you have maybe as a braider, because everybody think they mama and they auntie and uncle and cousins can braid up at the house, or you who work more in extensions feel people who are like, oh, I can just go buy a wig at the shop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
which you can. You can do that,
but
the end result might not always be the same. And then it's the quality too. But I think if at any point someone is interested, especially now in the social media age that we're in, and just with the information that's out there, YouTube University and all, if you're interested in getting a style or getting a service, I'm sure you've done a little bit of research, or I would hope that you've done a little research that would lead you to me. Right. So once you decide to come to me and you have looked at my pricing, or we've had a conversation regarding pricing, I will hope you see that I'm qualified enough to provide that service to you. And if you don't, that's fine too. But I don't think it's fair to come into somebody's space and debate pricing, or say, well, so-and-so charges. I'm not so-and-so, ma'am, sir, I'm sorry, but this is just what I can offer you. And this is, again, we're salon owners and we've worked in salons, so we know we're not offering just the service. It's a full experience.
Exactly. Coming
into our space, you got your little water, you got your little tea, a little candy, a little Netflix and chilling. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not in grandma's kitchen. So, yeah, it is going to cost you more because you're getting a full experience. I mean, ladies, come on, back me up here.
Exactly.
We agree wholeheartedly.
So let's talk about, why is there such a misunderstanding? Why do you guys feel like people are not, is it a misunderstanding even? Why people are not,
I think there's
just with life in itself, like you said, the shift, COVID, life, things are becoming more expensive. How did you expect a service or something to just remain the same years after years after years after years?
I don't know if I would say it's a misunderstanding.
Are you sure?
I would more say it's like a comfort zone type of thing, looking back at it now. Because for a long time, like, we didn't change our prices for 3 years. 3 years. And when we did increase our prices, it was by like a $5, $10 margin.
Right.
But guess what? We got a lot of backlash from it. And it was just like, they were used to paying this set price for so long. I think people just got comfortable with paying that price. And it was like, oh, I've been paying this for 3 years. This is what I'm going to be paying.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to change. And for me, it's like, it has to change. The price of everything has gone up.
Yeah, everything.
So there's no way the expectation should be that the price should remain the same.
Absolutely.
And when I'm telling you that the price is increasing, I don't expect the backlash from you. I expect you to say, oh, Krystal, okay, Krystal. And for us, we gave people like ample warning, like 3 months. You know, you could walk in, when you walk into Publix, right? The milk could be $4 today and $5 tomorrow.
Absolutely. And you're still going to pick up that milk.
And you're going to pick up the milk. No, we all know hair is not a need, but it's something that we as women like to do. We like to look and feel beautiful.
But I feel like the need is the experience, because I know in our shop, people always want to know what we watching, what we talking about.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and we have an assistant at the salon. And when I was instructing her on just like the experience that we give our clients, I said, for some people, this is their only spa, their only escape, their only beauty experience that they have. So that wash got to be fire. You know what I'm saying? The products that we're using are good. And I can only speak for what we are doing and the experiences that we are giving people. But let's just do the math real quick, right? Nowadays, people want to get paid $15 an hour, right? So if you're looking at $15 an hour, you at least have to double that per hour to cover whatever overhead for someone who has whether they have a booth or whether they have one of those suites, or if they are in a salon. So if you do that, and then you got to add 5%, because guess what? Every year we're getting charged for all kind of taxes, and we have state, local, and county taxes. So when your girl said that your stylist is like, I'm a boss, I'm a leader, I'm a business owner, it costs. Okay, entrepreneur is not cheap.
Not at all.
And it is not free, for sure. So you're talking about $35 an hour. If the service that you're getting is 3 hours, 4 hours, do that math in your head. $35 times that time, right? And then if the person is doing it faster, then guess what? You're paying for expertise. They have perfected it. This is like me being on a bicycle every day. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm offering you that expertise, you should be paying me for it as well.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. If you're somebody who specializes in a particular type of service, off rip, you should already know, like, I'm coming to this person because all she do is bomb ponytails.
Right.
I'm coming to this person because all she does is bomb locks. I'm coming to this person because all she does is great color. So you already know what you're going to walk out with. You're going to walk out with quality work. So yes, we're going to, can y'all help us, please?
Come on.
Can y'all come on in and just, come on in the shop and just sit and then pay.
Come and enjoy and have a good time with us. That's,
absolutely. I definitely agree with that. Okay, so so you guys say you guys didn't change your prices at the salon for
3 years.
When did you know, like, okay, we cannot do this anymore, guys. We have got to go up on pricing.
Our rent went up.
Yeah.
And every year the rent goes up. Every single year our rent went up. And then the products that we were using, the treatments that we were using, all their prices went up.
Right.
And our bottom line just couldn't even handle it anymore. And we were doing it for sentimental reasons, more or less, not because it was good math, because it wasn't good math.
Right.
And so, and we had just gotten better in our work.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and Krystal was booked 2 months in advance. I'm almost a month in advance. So when you are booked like that, you're like, wait a minute, you have to diffuse some of the people out of the equation, right? So pricing has to do with that as well.
Correct.
And so, and I mean, just shoot, everything go up. It's time.
Yeah, and then continue education too. You know, if you're somebody who is continuously trying to educate yourself in your field, you should definitely feel like you can raise your prices. If I used to, do an installation a particular way, and now I've learned a new technique or a new way of doing it, or I've discovered a new product that helps me complete my service quicker and makes it easier for the client, then you're gonna go on your prices for that. So that part too, all of that plays a role into how we shift with our pricing. And why we price things that we try to be fair.
Right.
We really do. And even if you're not a salon owner, if you're just somebody in the industry who's trying to build something or find your way, find your niche. Find a thing that you feel like you can excel in, what you feel like you could offer best. Tell me if I'm wrong.
No,
you're right.
You're absolutely
and
right.
with that, you'll really be able to not only have a great, steady clientele, but you'll be able to feel good when you leave after a long day of work. Like, okay, I got my money's worth.
Exactly.
I worked today, and I feel good.
Well, one thing that reassured me that we made the right move in raising our prices was a young man came in, and I specialize in locks. I do a lot of locks, a lot of braids, double twists, and stuff like that. But he came in, he was waiting on a friend, and he asked 50 billion questions.
Girl.
And after the 50 billion questions, he asked, how much is our price? We told him our price, and he went ahead and told us, oh, but I only pay XYZ. right? And we were like, okay, so how do you feel about that? And he was like, oh, well, it's cool. I gotta wash my hair, but she's gonna retwist it, and she don't make appointments.
Okay.
And I gotta wait there all day, but it's only $50.
Okay.
And he sat there even after telling us that and asked us more questions. And for me, I was like, this is why I'm charging you more money. Because if you felt comfortable, you would have asked this other person all these questions that you're now asking me. So yes, you're paying for my expertise as well.
Absolutely. No, definitely. And you hit it right on the head. You're paying for the expertise. At the end of the day, ladies, yesterday's price
Is not
ain't today's
price.
Okay?
That's right.
All right.
Guys, here we are. We did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We
She says, can you clap it up for yourself? And we look cute doing it too, because let me tell you something, guys. Y'all look bomb.
Thank you. We're just trying to keep up with
Our
you.
makeup artist is
You
the
know,
best.
talking about I dabble in makeup. How dare
I mean,
you?
she don't wanna dabble.
Let me give you your
Okay.
flowers.
Times have changed, honey, with the makeup. So, but no, you ladies look great. I'm so sorry that my voice is not up to par. I promise. Next episode, guys, I'll sound a lot better.
She's just giving y'all the sexy voice.
See a little so sexy.
Sexy.
But yeah, so we did it. Our first episode of Uncut Beauty. I am so looking forward to this journey that we have chosen to embark on.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies. Like,
Thank
what
you.
What do you guys feel like is the takeaway? Like, you want people to take from listening to us and watching, our episodes?
I would say for me, because my background is business, I hope that some of the things that I say are like to the point of how you should be building your business. I can't wait to have a conversation. I'm totally against this whole you pay yourself first thing, but we'll talk about that in deep depth, because if you're trying to build a business, you need to pay your business first, but we'll talk about that in depth. I hope that they're able to get a little bit more business insight from some of the things that I bring to the table.
Awesome. Krystal, what about you? What do you want people to get from listening and watching us? I mean, we cute or whatever, but what else?
That we're cool.
Oh my gosh.
Just that we know what we're talking about, and we've been working hard. We've put in the work, and we know what we're doing.
Right.
So give us our flowers.
Ooh.
That's all I like to say. And we're gonna keep it real.
Listen, guys, for me, one of the biggest things for me is female empowerment. I'm all about let's not always look at the other person as competition. Like Krystal said, we met in cosmetology school. Saasha and her met in the same working environment, and look at what how we're able to come together. You know what I mean? And it's such a beautiful thing for me. It's always something that I think about, and anything that I'm going into, I'm like, okay, Black, female owned, I'm there.
Yes.
I'm there. I want to support. I want to help uplift us. I want to, of course, give us the knowledge, but also just provide a safe space for women to feel comfortable and confident enough to talk about these type of things. The beauty is just not always what you see. There's a lot of work that goes into it. Sleepless nights.
Yes.
Woo,
A lot of standing
a
up.
lot of it, and you make a lot of sacrifices too when you choose to go into a field like this. Families, friends, spouses, everything, children, everything, it plays a big role. So for me, the takeaway is female empowerment, making sure that we all know that we can and we will. And that is
Like
that.
that.
So ladies,
Yay, ladies.
clap it up for yourselves. Let's do an invisible cheers, because we don't have our, whole situation yet. But can we
Salute, y'all.
invisible
No.
cheers? We did really, really good.
Yeah.
And
I'm
the
so
people
proud of
behind
us.
the scenes too, thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Our amazing videographer, our
Right.
amazing photographer,
Yes.
who literally every call, every text,
Always there.
every 1,000,001 message, they have been there every step of the way. We're so appreciative, you guys. And until next time, thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Yay.
delve into emotion. Leave us in this moment.